What is the link between Gwent and Gaza? Do you know where your council's funds are being invested? We all just assume that our council's funds are invested in our towns and cities. But where does some of that money actually go? If you live in the Greater Gwent area, you may be surprised to learn that there is a rather large connection from Gwent to Gaza. All 5 councils in the Gwent area are involved in the Greater Gwent Pension Fund, which invests their money into various businesses and shares. As a government pension fund, there is a responsibility to invest the funds provided to them, ethically. And yet, the Greater Gwent Pension Fund has invested over £110 million in companies complicit in human rights abuses against the Palestinian people. This includes direct investment in Elbit Systems. Elbit Systems is Israel's leading arms manufacturer. Human Rights Watch has accused Elbit of committing war crimes, one of which is the use of internationally banned weapons. Elbit is already involved in many human rights violations, from the US and Mexican border, to Myanmar and Kashmir. And now Elbit weapons are contributing to dropping over 65,000 tons of bombs on Gaza in the last 3 months. Meaning that in part Gwent is responsible. Through the use of companies like Elbit, Israel has murdered tens of thousands of innocent civilians in Gaza, many of whom are children. By investing in Elbit, our councils are investing, facilitating, and profiting from genocide. This cannot be allowed to continue. The Greater Gwent Pension Fund is complicit in war crimes, actively funding the murder of entire families and over 10,000 children in Gaza. So, what can you do? If you are a member of the Greater Gwent Pension Fund, speak to your employer and your trade union to express your dissatisfaction with where your pension is being invested. Most importantly, contact your local councillor. As your councillor, it is their duty to represent you and your fellow constituents when something needs raising. Talk to friends, family, colleagues. Keep the conversation going. By keeping the conversation going and contacting your councillors, you add pressure to disinvest from unethical practices. You add pressure to keep Gwent out of genocide. For more information, please visit linktr.ee/GwentGaza or lgpsdivest.org. To find your local councillor, visit writetothem.com and enter your postcode.